Hi, it's Gary, and for those of you who've had guitars of mine built since about 2011, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to use your key to adjust the action on your neck using the adjustable action feature on your guitar. Now, the basics of the mechanics is that in your guitar there's a pivot point underneath the 12th fret. And in the schematic you can see how adjusting the set screw allows you to adjust the neck angle and thus the action on your strings. And the actual construction is shown in this photo. And since about 2013, I eliminated the retaining bolt. But your neck is held tightly by the string tension, and even as little as one string is enough to hold it in place. And so when you change strings, though, try to change one string at a time so that you always have tension that holds your neck in place. So I'm going to show you now how to use your key to change your action in a very practical way. And so the best way to do this is to just lay the guitar in your lap and take the key and stick it firmly into the set screw. And it should pop in very firmly. Now when you turn it, turning it clockwise will change the action and lower the strings to the frets. Turning it counterclockwise will raise the action, and that's shown here. Clockwise turn lowers the action. Counterclockwise raises the action. With the turns of the key, you can change the action about 1/2 millimeter above the 12th fret for every half turn of the key. And 1/2 millimeter is quite a bit in terms of playability. So when you want to change the action, change a little bit at a time, and then play it a little bit, and then see how it feels, and then adjust accordingly. So let me play this one and see how it feels. Now I've found for just ease of this whole process, after you have the key in and it's in firmly, you can keep it in and then actually play. So in this current setting, let me check it out. So usually the buzzing will happen on the bass strings, and that's usually where you will feel the most labor when you're fretting with your left hand. And obviously what you want to do is optimize the ease of playability in your left hand by lowering the strings as low as possible, but not so low that it starts to buzz. Okay, so in this setting, some of the hot spots on most guitars is like F sharp, 2nd fret on the 6th string. You can test that, or another hot spot typically is on the 4th string, the F sharp again. Now you want to try to play with some of these notes, or play your rep and play some of the loudest passages that might make it buzz. So in this case, in these positions, it's playing very cleanly, and I want to see if I can actually lower the action. So I'm going to lower it by about 1/4 turn by turning clockwise now. That will lower the strings. There's 1/4 turn. I'm going to try now. Now the F sharp on the 4th string is playing kind of buzzy, so I've gone too far now. And now to really clean it up and optimize it, I'm going to take the key and go counterclockwise, an 8th turn. That will raise the strings and hopefully clean up this F sharp on the 4th string. And it does, and that's going to be very acceptable and at the same time very easy on my left hand. Okay, so another thing that you can do is have a very low action setting for long practice sessions to make it really easy on your left hand. And who cares if it buzzes? But then later on, if you have a performance, then you simply raise the action a bit and you're ready to go. Okay, so after you've adjusted your action to however you want it for whatever specific needs you have at that time, Then you can just take it out and keep it in your case. And the last thing that I want to do is encourage you to use the adjustment all the time to your advantage. Don't be afraid to use it. You really can't break it. And it's just a great tool that will give you quite an advantage in your practice and your performance.